Hey everybody, it's Stacy here. I just wanted to check in. It's been a long time since I've done a video. I just wanted to let y'all know I have still not had a drink of alcohol. I have made it now 1 year, 3 months, and 5 days. I'm on day six of 1 year, 3 months, and day six. And so it's 462 days, I think. And I'm so thankful for that. But I thought I would check in and just let y'all know I'm still sober. Yay! And it's been a strange journey, honestly. I think of all the years that I agonized over stopping, and I agonized because I couldn't stop. And I can genuinely say I have really wrestled with what was it that enabled me to stop, and it was definitely God. I know God enabled me to stop. Um, I've been a Christian most of my life, and I think the change has been as I've grown closer to God and the older I've gotten and the more I've learned about God, the more I learned that being a Christian is genuinely dying to yourself and following Jesus. And you have to put away the things that once were. You die to yourself and you live for Him. And when I was younger in my 20s and I was single in my 30s and part of my 40s, when I was single, I was single forever, guys, but I did not do that. I was a Christian and I really was a Christian and a believer, but it didn't resonate with me for some reason that, being a follower of Christ, that's a commitment. That's different. That's actually there's a price for that. There's a cost of that. And I never wanted to pay that price. And God, as I grew older and learned more and pursued Him more, taught me so much about, walking with Him and living for Him. And it genuinely, I'm embarrassed to say, but it was in my 50s when I finally started learning that now this is everything. He is everything. And you don't live for Him, but then have this life over here that you live for yourself. It doesn't work that way. And I had worked it that way for a long time. But the more you learn and the closer you grow to Him, the more you realize He wants all of it. He doesn't want a part of it. He wants you entirely. And I heard this story. There's a preacher that shares a story about how he got saved. And the story was about this horse this wild, beautiful horse, and was out and free, and nobody could catch this horse. And this horse had become legend. Like nobody could get this horse. And it was just everybody wanted this horse because it was beautiful. It makes such a perfect working horse, and nobody could catch this horse. And finally, somebody came into town and said, "Well, I'll catch the horse." And sure enough, he caught the horse. And the next thing, the horse was, this is like in the olden days, the horse was at market being sold. And this older man who had a big working ranch bought the horse. And it's so sad because he took this beautiful, free, wild horse and he sold him on the market to this man. And the man took this horse home, because the horse had been free and wild and running free and doing its own thing. It's all its life. The man took the horse home to his big working ranch. And little by little, he broke the horse and trained the horse to be a great riding working horse. And the horse at that point was like actually finally truly free. He had surrendered to this man and had become this working horse, but never had to worry about being caught, being captured, running away from people. He always had food. He always had water. He was always taken care of. He was loved by this old man. And this old man took care of this horse for the rest of his life. And the horse had a beautiful, massive pasture, tons of acres to run free on. But he was not free. He was owned by this man. But for the first time in his life, the horse could relax and know he was taken care of. And to a degree, that is the story of a Christian, is you surrender your life to Jesus, and that's how you become truly free. You think you're free when you own your own life, you go your own way, you do your own thing, But that's not freedom, because you've got constant chaos. You've got the world coming at you from all sides. You don't have answers to anything. You're running the best you can. You're doing the best you can, but you can't handle everything by yourself. You come to Jesus, you surrender your life to him, you follow him. He bought you for a price through Jesus' death, and he adopted us as his children. And in following Jesus and becoming a Christian, you become a child of God, and he takes care of you, and he walks with you all the time, and he never leaves you, never forsakes you. He promises that in the Bible. And in Galatians 4, it says the Holy Spirit is deposited in our heart as a promise, and we always have Jesus with us. That is freedom, and that is worth surrendering your life to. And, the drinking had no place in my life, and I knew it. And the more I was growing closer to know what following Jesus meant, the more I realized he wants everything, including the drinking. And it was not until I truly wanted to turn everything over to him that I was able to do it. He enabled me to do it, but I had to make the decision, and the deep-rooted decision of your way, not my way. And I will tell you, on the other side of this, not drinking, I was hoping that it would be like this smooth, rose-petaled path. I'm still learning. I'm still growing closer to God. I'm still learning. I mean, I'm still a work in progress. And I think that's the whole thing about sanctification, is it's not done till it's all done, right? But I'm pursuing him, and I earnestly want to live for him. And that makes all the difference in the world. And, my hope for you is that you don't give up. If you are trying to beat a habit or an addiction or something you're battling, sometimes you have to get help. You have to go somewhere. It can be physically damaging to try to just stop cold turkey. So please make sure you're aware of what you need from a medical standpoint. I don't want to give you medical advice, but because I'm not qualified to do that. But if you are wrestling like I was of, I can't do it. I can't stop. I can't stop myself. I just have this habit. I keep pursuing it. I don't want to do it, but I keep pursuing it. God does not give up on you. Keep pursuing God. Keep focusing on living for Jesus. He will see you through. Read Romans. I'm telling you, Romans changed my life. Romans 6 changed my life. And it's just a daily walk. It's a daily walk with him. But as Galatians 4 says, or 5 maybe, says, the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, and self-control. When you trust in Jesus, you get the Holy Spirit comes to live inside of you. You are a child of God, and you are empowered by him to change. Live by the Spirit and not on your own. Focus on Jesus Christ as your Lord. Make him your Lord, and he will see you through. So I just want to let y'all know, haven't totally fallen off the wagon yet. I actually, not at all. I don't know why I said totally, but I just thought it'd been a while, so I wanted to share that with you, and I hope you'll have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye.